These gurus who say, start with passive income, that's stupid. So now you know my top 5 strategies for passive income, but which one should you start with? So here's what I've seen from investors who have really done a great job building their passive income. They break it up into phases. Phase 1 is they start pretty active, kind of over on this side of the spectrum. They buy 1 or 2 properties, they manage it themselves, they learn the business inside and out, they get really good at this. Then they move on to phase 2. By the way, this phase is not passive, but it's where you build a good foundation, all right? Then they move on to phase 2. They start adding systems, they hire property management, they automate what they can, and they really focus on buying right so the numbers work even after all of these fees. They get really good at phase 2 before moving on to phase 3. Now they start to scale what they currently have, or many of my friends have diversified, right? So what do I mean by scale? They buy more rentals, diversification. Other people will shift their capital into REITs or syndications or private lending once they have a good framework, good foundational knowledge to evaluate deals, right? So these gurus who say, start with passive income, that's stupid. That is absolute falseness, whatever, like a fallacy. They are selling you a pipe dream. They are selling you a fantasy. Real wealth comes from understanding this business first and then building systems that run without you. Now, can you start with REITs and syndications if you just want some exposure? Sure. But if you want real life-changing passive income, checks coming in every single month, the active phase is where the magic is going to happen.